Hey guys, this is EJ Holland with the Wolverine.com, and we're back with another on three video spotlight here with Michigan offensive line signee Nathan Efobi on 300 prospect. Nathan, how's it going, man?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So it's a big day for you, officially a Wolverine. Tell me a little bit about putting pen to paper and finally putting an end to your recruiting process.
I think it's just like weight off my shoulders that I can just focus on straight football now and then just focus on Michigan.
What was it about Michigan that, made you commit to them in the first place? I know when I visited you earlier in the fall, you still were kind of delaying on making a commitment. What finally pushed you to go ahead and give Michigan a verbal pledge?
I think definitely the development that they can give me, the way I saw them working on the weight room and them talking to me about how like my potential is so high, it was just an easy way to just make my decision.
I know Coach Jerome Moore played a big role in your decision as well. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with him.
He's a great person. He acts the same whether you're on the field, off the field. He's just the same person. He's a great coach and he loves to coach people. Like he doesn't coach too hard. He just coaches it as if he's your own son, as if you're his own son, and it's just like that.
How much do you think you can learn from Coach Moore, especially given that he played offensive line at the collegiate level, and just from your interactions with him, breaking down film with him? How much do you think you can learn and develop under his watch?
I think he can develop me to my max potential because he's been there, he's done it, and I'm just ready to learn from him.
So you're a really intriguing prospect. I know some schools even liked you as a defensive lineman early in the process. You're listed as an interior guy. You can swing out to tackle. What has Coach Moore told you about, what he likes about you and how he sees you fitting in along the offensive line?
He said he likes my like not adversity, my agility, and then my length because I can play any position on the O line if I wanted to, and he just likes my determination on the field, and he'll put me anywhere.
Do you have a preference? Would you rather be a guard or a tackle, or what are you thinking as far as position?
I'll play anything as long as I see the field. I'll play. I'll play tight end. I really, as long as I see the field, I'll play anything.
They look at Nathan advocating to get some passes thrown his way, but no. Obviously, Michigan won the Joe Moore Award again, first team to do it back to back. How impressed were you that Sharon Moore led Michigan to another Joe Moore Award?
Very impressive. Winning back to back, I think that's the first time in history that's happened. So that's always a big deal, and that just makes my decision even more impactful.
I know you went out there to watch a game early in the fall. I know you've kept track of them on TV. How impressed have you just been with the way the offensive line has performed this year?
They've improved every single time they've gone. Every game they get better, and it's just beautiful to see.
We've talked a lot about Coach Moore. What about Coach Harbaugh? You made it out to your house. What was that whole experience like?
It was a crazy experience. Just the head coach being there in my room, like my living room. Just he's a fun person to be around. Loves to talk, and my parents love to talk too. So it's a perfect mix, and it's just awesome.
Yeah, what did your family think about Coach Harbaugh?
They thought he was amazing because they never met him. So this is the first time they're meeting him. So it was just a great experience.
Was there anything that stood out on that in-home visit? You know, Coach Harbaugh is kind of a quirky guy. There's some
Yeah.
interesting, stories about him. Was there anything that stood out to you or something interesting that he did or said?
I didn't really think that he was going to be that nice of a person because seeing him on TV, seeing him yelling at referees, I thought he was going to be like the meanest person in the world. But when he came to my home, he was really nice, very polite. It was just, I didn't realize that.
Awesome. So you went back and saw him in Ann Arbor this weekend for your official visit. Tell me a little bit about the official visit. What were some of your favorite parts from being back out there?
I think definitely meeting the players because I watched them practice. I got to talk to all the players, got to meet ones I haven't met before. It was just a really good experience and learning from them. It was just amazing.
What about your meetings with the staff? How did that go?
It went really good. Just a bunch of learning, just learning what I'm going to do there, learning how it could be great, just things like that.
What did you think about I know you had visited there once in the past, but kind of getting an in-depth look at Ann Arbor, the city, the campus, the student life. What were your thoughts on kind of this stuff away from football?
Well, I need to go back because it was empty because, everyone's on Christmas break, so it's pretty empty. But I just love the city. I love because I went around to different spots to eat, and the food there is so good. Because I didn't think they had good food up there, but it's so good. They fed us till we couldn't walk anymore. It was just amazing.
You're from Georgia, so they have to compete because there's some good Southern food. So what was the best
Look,
food you got to eat while you were out there?
I think breakfast. I mean, we woke up, I was tired, and we had to go to breakfast, and the food was so good. Me and my boy Cole, we was eating so good. It was just great.
Now, obviously, you're referring to Cole Cabana. How excited are you to kind of block for Cole and what was it like getting to know him during the official visit?
Very excited. Me and him, we very cool now because we got to hang out a lot while I was in Ann Arbor, and that's just like next door to him. So it's just so fun to hang out with him, and I can't wait to block for him.
I know you were already talking to a lot of the commits before you even made a decision. Like Eno Edo was always telling me, like, I'm recruiting Nathan, recruiting Nathan. Like, what was it like kind of getting recruited by those guys, and how much have you bonded with them since committing to Michigan?
I think it was funny because they was really like set on recruiting me, and they were like, "This is the place for you. This is the home for you." And Eno just keep talking, so it was bound to happen eventually. And the bond we have is great. We in a whole group chat with all the recruits. We be just having fun talking about random stuff. It's just great.
Who have you kind of made friends with early on outside of Cole?
I think definitely Amir. Me and Amir
Amir.
are like 1 and 2. He big, so just being friends with him, just learning from him, it's just good.
It's going to be quite the duo at Michigan when you guys get there together. But what about players on the team? You mentioned them early on. You said you got a chance to hang out with some of them. Who was your player host? Who were some of the guys you got to spend time with? And what were your conversations like with them?
I got to hang out with KG, the D tackle there a lot. Got to go to his dorm, just talk with him, hang with him. Got to hang out with CJ, the freshman running back. Just great talks, great experience.
Yeah, Kenny G, my guy, Kenneth Grant, man, he's a huge dude, even bigger than you. But
Yup.
what was it like hanging out with Kenneth Grant? Especially since he was able to kind of give you the freshman experience and tell you a little bit about the program. What were some of the things that stood out about your conversations with him?
Very real about his experience in Michigan. Like wants me to do good, hopes that I succeed, and he told me that if I need anything, just to ask him. He's just a great person.
Obviously, with you, you have a ton of potential. I mean, you're a guy that, like you said, can move along the offensive line. You have enough room to add some really good weight. How much did the Michigan strength and conditioning program, the weight room, and all that stuff kind of impress you?
I can't wait to go because Coach Herb, the strength coach there, showed me pictures of before and afters of like a lot of players, and it was shocking. Players get big there. I just can't wait to go and just be different.
And only a couple more questions for you, Nathan. Just what was your favorite moment throughout this entire recruiting process?
I think just talking to the players and then just meeting new people. I love doing that because meeting new people is fun and learning from them. I just love that.
What was the turning point for you to finally say Michigan is the right school for me? Because when I went down to see you, I was like, all right, I think this kid's going to Michigan, but I knew you still wanted to wait a little bit to kind of sort through the options. At what point were you like, all right, this is definitely the school for me?
I think after they visited my home and then I talked to the recruits some more, it was just the right decision, and I was ready to do it.
So now officially a Wolverine. So what should Michigan fans know about you away from the field? Like who's Nathan Efobi outside of football?
And I'm a fun-loving guy. Don't watch me play basketball because I suck, but I will trash talk no matter what and where I am, and I'm just ready to have fun.
What about like special talents? Can you do anything? We know you can't play hoops, so what can you do outside of football?
Man, I mean, I can sing a little bit, but don't ask me to sing because that will not happen. But if you catch me singing, don't say nothing.
You're the second one to say that. Samaj Morgan said he can sing, so you're gonna have to do a little duo with him. Plus, Eno told me he can play the piano, so he's gonna play the piano,
I
and you
didn't know
guys are gonna have
that.
to sing. Yeah, so you guys are gonna be the singers, and he's gonna play the piano. So, but
But
but no, Nathan, I appreciate you for doing this with me. Thanks again, and congratulations on officially being a Michigan Wolverine.
no problem. Thank you.